Tesla stock price prediction. Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk more about Tesla. So Tesla's at an interesting spot right now. We have a lot of new news updates to talk about. Before I get into the video guys, I want to mention the offer on Webull. It looks like it is ending on Friday, January the 14th for your opportunity to get up to 4 free stocks. Like do is click the link in the description below and deposit at least $100 and you receive 4 free stocks, each valued up to 1,600 guys. So make sure you grab that promo because it's ending on Friday. So guys, let's talk more about Tesla in this video. So Tesla was on like a crazy run and the stock is doing pretty well, so far this year, even though we've only had, a week or two in the year so far. Tesla stock ended up running up all the way. Looks like it was going to hit $900, and then a lot of these articles coming out on how people retired off Tesla stock, and we have talking about Teslaires and things like that. So then the stock sold off sharply, but there was a lot of support right here at around $800, and that's where I actually came in and bought some. I bought some at like 845, and then I bought some more at like 822. So the buyers came back into the stock, and right now we're sitting at around like $850, which is remarkable since I first mentioned Tesla on this channel in early 2020. It's been an amazing ride. The stock's up like 800% since then. So a lot of people are kind of wondering, is the stock price too expensive? And I talked a little bit about why I don't think Tesla stock is too expensive. I think it's foolish to kind of look at PE ratios and things like that. We have to look at the value that Tesla is adding to the world, and we have to also look at their next growth phases. So one of the most important growth phases that was recently talked about was Tesla's entry into India, guys. So this is massive. So as you can see here, I'm on this website called Car Deco. As it looks like an Indian, basically Indian auto website. So as you can see here, it says Tesla is now registered in India and almost ready to commence Indian operations. So it says Tesla has registered an Indian subsidiary with the government under the name Tesla India Motors and Energy Private Limited, and it says its first launch expected from the company's its entry-level offering, the Model 3 sedan, guys. So Tesla also hired 3 directors as well, and they set up their headquarters in the tech hub of the country. So I believe the tech hub of the country is Bangalore. So they call it Bengaluru, but Bangalore we call it in the States. So anyway, basically this is huge, guys. So already Tesla's expanded to China and now India. So India is a huge, there's over 1 billion people in India alone. And obviously India, India's economy, the people are extremely price sensitive, but there is a niche of people in India that do want to pay money for a premium electric car. So that I think is huge news. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of the Tesla bears aren't talking about. It's not like Tesla is done growing. They're still expanding. They're still moving into new markets. And it'll be really interesting to see how well Tesla does in India because, a lot of people in India are interested in electric cars, and India has a huge pollution problem. So this will really help. So now let's also talk about, upcoming Tesla earnings. So Tesla is set to report earnings on February 3rd, 2021. So as recording this video, that's just within about just a little over 2 weeks. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Tesla does for the earnings. So I want to give you guys kind of a quick look at some of the estimates. So here we are on Yahoo Finance. So as we can see here, we have a couple of earnings estimates. So it looks like the average estimate is around 95 cents per share, and the revenue estimate on average is around $10.2 billion. But one of the interesting things is that we look at the Q4 2020 report, we can see that Tesla did absolutely crushed the deliveries and did 180,000 deliveries. That's far above Q3 2020. So it'll be really interesting to see if Tesla hits this mark. I did some quick calculations and I calculated that Tesla would be doing about just over maybe $11 billion in revenue. So it looks like the high estimate is around 11 billion and the low estimate is around 9 billion. So these are all great numbers. And it looks like as long as Tesla can continue churning out deliveries and can keep churning out vehicles, they're going to keep increasing revenue, and they've been profitable for the last 5 quarters, so they should extend this record for a 6th quarter as well. They delivered a ton of vehicles, guys, 180,000 vehicles. It's just amazing. And then if we take a look at trailing returns, we can see that Tesla's been crushing it for a while. So obviously the stock was up Last year, the stock was up over 700%. But even over the last 5 years on average, Tesla stock has compounded around 82%, over the last 10 years, around 65%. So Tesla's been a stock that's been, it's been a moneymaker for a while now. Obviously, we had the recent huge run up, but this isn't any surprise, considering that Tesla is out there serving a huge problem that's in climate change, guys. So now I want to give you guys my future price target. So I'm going to give you guys two ways that I came up with this price target. The first one is I just basically use the conservative 3-year compounded annual growth rate, and then I just multiplied Tesla's current share price, which is like $850, and then I multiplied it saying that it could grow another 132%, and that would put us at around $2,000 per share by the end of the year. So that's actually amazing, because that means split adjusted, pre-split, that means Tesla stock would be trading at around $10,000 per share. But the funny thing is that I've seen a lot of price targets where they've said Tesla stock split adjusted is worth $14,000 or even $15,000, guys. So I think right here is kind of an interesting point. Obviously, there's a lot of other stocks out there that are much cheaper, that potentially have more ROI, but also there's downside risk as well, because a lot of people are saying that we're currently in a solar energy stock bubble, that stocks are just going up way too high based on the underlying GDP of the United States. And while there may be some, truth to some of that statement, I think a lot of stocks are kind of moving up simply because people are anticipating the recovery from the vaccine. So I think a lot of that is priced into the market right now. So I would say, while a lot of these other stocks that are running up really fast, especially a lot of these SPACs, so specifically the SPACs that aren't really generating any revenue, we don't know how many of these companies are actually going to, basically keep their promises and deliver their vehicles. Tesla's different. So Tesla has revenue, has earnings, is in the S&P 500, and they should have a monster quarterly release coming up in just a few weeks. So I think it's all systems go for Tesla stock. I think that $1,000 is definitely the next price point, with around $2,000 per share by the end of the year. So there's just about, I would say, at least there's at least 2x, 2.5x upside, something like that with Tesla. So I think you can easily double or triple your money with this stock. I would say it's just basically, Tesla's a stock you basically want to buy on dips and things like that. There are some people that are trading in and out of it, but you can also trade options as well. But Tesla's definitely a stock that I made the mistake earlier where I ended up selling, not really giving the company more time. And Tesla's a company where, after we see Tesla, in Africa, China, India, Latin America, after Tesla is kind of, in all of these markets, then it could be a time to start thinking about maybe the growth was slowing. But right now the growth is just beginning, and I think this is a good accumulation phase. We're seeing a lot of people aren't really talking about the stock as much, and it seems like more people are focused on stocks like NEO, Plug Power, and things like that. So this could be a nice buying opportunity. Like I said, is it too late to get into Tesla stock? I don't think so. I think with the movement into India and China and other markets like that, expansion, of course, in the United States, they're building another factory, building a factory in Europe. I think there's a lot of growth ahead. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed this content, and subscribe to my channel, and check out my daily Stock Watch newsletter in the description below, and also check out my private Discord chat where we talk about EV stocks like Tesla and other stocks as well. So that's it. Until next time, guys, take care.